Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be talking about how to make your first client in like your AI agency and how I made my first client in my AI agency. So yeah, I'm just gonna highlight 3 points that are really key that you guys must know, and you're actually gonna close your first lead at least. Like I'm gonna teach you how I close my first lead, my first client, and I have a bonus at the end that definitely will help you. And so yeah, just gonna jump straight to it. So my name is Dylan. I've been consistent at this channel for like as long as possible. I think today is, as of today, it's day 12. Yeah, day 12 of starting my AI agency at 16. So yeah, I'm 16 years old. I've been doing this because like I wanna at least I'm posting because I wanna teach you guys like if show you guys if I can do it, you can do it too. But yeah, basically I wanna help you guys too because I'm gonna create success and I'm gonna teach you about how I did it and share with you guys all the parts that people don't talk about. But yeah, the first point is warm leads. So I got my first client after spending almost a month having done leads. Like I had been doing Instagram DMs for so long, almost a month now, and I literally have not even made one sale. I've reached out to like hundreds of businesses, like probably 200, and no one, like many of them didn't respond. In fact, more than half didn't respond, and not even one were closed. And so just stick to warm leads. Like how I got my first client was that I just basically talked to my barber, the guy who does my hair, the guy who like cuts my hair. Basically I just told him like, yo, do you know anyone who could need website services? Because he had a website. So like, you know anyone who could need website services? And he's like, yeah, I do. Then basically he referred me to someone else. At the end I'll let you know about a different tip that could help you on top of this. But basically look for warm leads. Do stuff that causes you to have to be human because people wouldn't just trust a chat. It's kind of tough because anyone could just chat a business. Like anyone could do it, and this businesses probably get like many DMs, and you're gonna show up in like the inbox. So yeah, focus on warm leads because ask people that you know because like it's gonna make you seem more human and more trustworthy because you're not just another salesperson, another random guy who's just offering a website. You're trying to help them. It looks like you're going out of your way to help them, and that's how it comes out to look. I'm not talking as a professional. I have closed my first client. I have two clients as of right today. um but yeah, I would suggest warm leads because it has a like I literally just asked once and I got my first client. But with like the other stuff of cold call for like a long time. I've also done Instagram DMs for a long time, hundreds of businesses, and together probably 300 businesses I've contacted. And then I just asked my Baba once and I get a client just like that. So warm leads is overpowered. Like any business that you have interaction with, you know them well. Maybe if they're small or big, someone you know like the owner or like manager, just ask them. And if you don't know anyone, then you gotta hit the trenches and do cold calls. Like cold calls again, please do cold calls. Do anything that causes you to be human and be seen. Start a YouTube channel like this. Do something that causes you to look human and be human. Because it's more trustworthy and it looks like you're going out of your way to help them. Just a repetition of what I said. But yeah, cold calls has a very high close rate. My second client who came from cold calls, it has a higher close rate because you get better and you actually end up like contacting them and it's much faster for them to work with you and have a really good what do you call it, have a really good offer. But yeah, I'll definitely talk about offers much later. And I actually refine mine. I at least make 5 clients using it, which yeah, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I have to highlight warm leads is very overpowered. Please double down on warm leads. Okay, so the second one is low prices. So in terms of low prices, I don't mean like don't put them too low, but my first client paid me 150 dollars Canadian. It's usually supposed to cost 500 to 1,000 according to research and ChatGPT. But why I went for 150 is because as of like since it was a referral, it's like the guy, the barber, like you see like the niches, they don't need websites as much, but they also don't need really good websites, and so they're not gonna pay too much for a really good website. So yeah, I use Bolt or Lovable. Right now I'm using Lovable. Before I used Bolt to make this is basically these are AI platforms that just make websites, but you just do vibe coding. Vibe coding is just chatting in normal language and like the AI does everything else with the coding and just tell it what to change. I suggest Lovable just as a bonus, but um it costs like $60 for everything Canadian, like for everything to be sorted out. Probably 30 something for US, and yeah, from there on just go search up on Google for your country. But yeah, it doesn't cost that much, but I sold them for 150, so I kept like $90 for profit. So yeah, I would say like, okay, there are many people who started talking like this is a true story. Like I haven't been doing this for too long, but I have closed my first clients. Um, so I used to see like online people like just do for free your first client, do it for free, or your first client do it for like a really like low price, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I really want like the 1,000. But the thing is, I was trying to do the 1,000 for so long. I even had someone who's just gonna ask a key like a potential lead and then ask my price. I said 1,000. He's left the call. He was so shocked. He was flabbergasted. It was crazy. But basically, um by having a low price, basically I figured this out the long like the hard way. If you end up making like a really like 1,000 first client, then please go ahead, that's really amazing. But I would suggest looking for the low ones. Why? Because of two reasons. Number one, it's easier to find them, and having it like at a cheap price but providing really good service goes to number two, which is getting testimonials and referrals. Like referrals are the most overpowered thing possible. If you could really do a good job here, they're gonna refer you to other people. Imagine like worst case scenario, they get you to no one. Best like okay case scenario, they get you to one person. That one person will get you to another person. That's worst case scenario. If they refer you, remember they could refer you to two, three people, and then those three people could also refer you to other three people, and just like that, you have like five, six clients, or even just three. You have two, or like they're just increasing. So referrals is really good. So I would suggest this. Count like trust me on this. Sell it for like 150. Sell it for something like lower than what like is expected to get that first client. Over deliver, do your really like your absolute best. Just ask AI, refine everything that you feel like needs to be done, solve them well, like do your best. And basically they'll just, well, they're gonna like the people will come by themselves, because cold calling and all these things where you go to like people you don't know, it's harder for them to trust you. But like if they're friend, imagine if like your best friend or someone that you really know, like your family or someone, like they told you like to go to like they got a service from like a place like maybe a car wash, and let's say like the car was cleaned really really well, and they're like, yo, like my car was cleaned so well, like you gotta go to that car wash. Like you're more likely to trust because it's like your family member, your friend, or someone you know and you trust. It's more likely that you'll trust them and go there than if the business came and told you they're gonna do it. So yo, I sound like one of those guys now. But I was just like, I literally just wanted like the 1K, 2K, like 10K if I wanted to, but keeping it low made it much better and much easier to get the first clients. And so keeping it low would be a suggestion I have. Free, I don't know. Although my offer did have something to do with free, I wouldn't suggest the offer because I don't know how good it is. I've just closed one client using it, so I don't know how good it is. But I basically offer them a free demo website to see if they like it. Then we could go into the second call. But yeah, so I do offer something free and then we pay, but fully free, I'm not sure. But referrals is very overpowered, so that's what you're gonna get: referrals and testimonials, and just having a quick one client, which is really cool. Like it builds momentum. So I guess people have like humble yourself so that you could get your first client by giving them like low prices. It builds more trust, it gets you testimonials, gets you referrals, which imagine if you get a referral that could give you 1,000 just like that, and they trust you more. And like yeah, like it's just much better. So I would say low prices are a very big thing. If you end up getting some like a really good client in the first one and like 1,000, then that's amazing. But sooner or later you'll realize that, or you learn that low prices may be like a cool trick, because it may be the best thing to do, because it will get you your first clients. But yeah, moving on to the last point, which is persistence. Persistence is something crazy, because you're gonna have to keep like going at it like every day. So for me, I'm still doing school. I'm still in school. I'm 16. I'm still in school. I'm in high school. So at lunchtime, instead of eating lunch, I'm usually doing cold calls outside. And then after I come home from school, doing cold calls. Yo, I sacrifice a lot, and I keep doing it. Like even like the many days where I've gone like with not even one pickup, or not even one like potential client at all. And that time I've done like $50, like no, what, 50 businesses in a day, and like that's with having to go do homework and go do sports and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm usually tired. I'm usually like, it's, yeah, I mean, like imagine coming from school, or like coming for a sport, you're tired, and then you have to come and do sales calls. Like it's crazy, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta persist, because it's only like, how I call like 200. No, like for calling I did almost 100 and something. um and like only 50 were like, really good calls, and then I only ended up like closing one deal. And so here, you just look at those numbers. You gotta persist. I mean, at 50 you're gonna feel like, yo, what's going on, but yeah, you gotta persist. You never know, just get better. Another thing is get better, and just persist. Like, so walk and get better, walk and get better. Keep trying the cold calls and get better. Like, don't take it personally if you make a mistake. In fact, use a mistake to make sure you don't make that mistake next. Get a good script, get a good offer, because that all plays a really good role. Be quick, because these people don't like, you don't have much time. And yeah, just keep going, please keep going, please, please, please keep going and keep learning, because if you're gonna go and you're not gonna learn, then you're wasting your time. Just go and learn, like keep calling and learn, like that's it. I really want to sound like someone who's like in your situation, because I'm really not that like crazy. I'm just like you, like I just have like 19 days. I've only been doing this for like 19 days, or at least seriously. um but yeah, like, just, I figured out like you just have to keep going, because otherwise, like, they're not gonna just come to you randomly. So yeah, keeping to go, but yeah, persistence. Moving on to the bonus. So basically, like, do what works. I would say, like, in the past video that I did, I'm posting both of them today. Basically, it is just talking about what I learned in the past like 19 days of making my starting my AI agency at 16. So basically, do what works. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Please, 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 if you wanna get clients, how can I emphasize this? Do more humany things. Don't just do text, don't just do emails. That stuff has such a low close rate. Do calls, like do sales calls, or go in person. I know it's tough, it sounds crazy, it sounds like, yo, that, like, how can I even do that? How's my voice? Um I mean, like, yeah, it's not the easiest like options, but like, the harder it is, the easier it is to get the clients. Because in physical, like when I did physical to get my first client, because I had to go to the barber and like constantly check on the lead and everything, I was able to close my first client, like just like that. But I ended up doing cold calls. I only get it, like, only got one client. So I've made two clients, and both of them are from humany things. But like texting, anyone could do that. I mean, even ChatGPT could text you at this point. So just do humany things, because it like it makes it builds trust. People trust you more, and you're able, like, because they trust you, they know that, like, it looks like you're going out of your way to help them. Basically, that's what it looks like when you do humany things. What do I mean by humany things? Just doing cold calls and doing like talking to them in person. But yeah, so I would say, from what I've learned so far, please do cold calls and talk to them in person. Like, don't waste your energy too much on like IG and email. I would suggest doing it on the side, but your main one should be those ones, or at least one of them. Like, I promise you, like, it takes probably like the same amount of energy or a bit more. And you gotta learn, but it's definitely much better. And I mean, for the second one that the second client I got was from cold calls. Yo, I literally, like, the script was cooked. Like, I cooked the script when I was saying it, but they still said yes. So it shows that if you make mistakes, they still understand you. Even like, he even waited for me to finish and said yes, and like he was like, yeah, 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 please, please go ahead. But yeah, so just keep going, and you're gonna make mistakes, that's the truth, but it's not gonna be easy. But you gotta keep trying. But yeah, so basically, to recap, warm leads, basically look for people that you know to find other people. Alex Omozi just told me about this. Basically, go to someone you know and just be like, do you happen to know anyone who needs like websites right now? And instead of asking them like, do you need websites, or could you tell me some, like, just ask, do you know anyone who would need websites right now? And then they're able to answer. And then yeah, it's much better because you could see themselves, so they could see anyone else. If you say no, then just say like, could you let me know when you have someone? And like, yeah, okay, and move on to every single business you know. I promise you, like, it's gonna pay off. The low prices, start off low because you wanna get like referrals and you wanna get good testimonials. Referrals are like this, the thing that sells the cake. It's much more powerful, it's more valuable. You're able to gain like 10 more clients just because of referrals, because they refer you to one person refers you to another refers to another, and another one moves to like five more. You never know. Then persistence, keep going at it. It's not gonna be easy, and just keep going. And then bonus is do what works. I would say for me, what works is cold calling and physical. So I'm gonna double down on those things, and yeah, we'll see where things go. But yeah, have an amazing one. And yeah, basically that's what I've learned so far. And I promise you, if you basically focus on human things, you're gonna close your first client like 100%. And aim to learn, because I've been doing this for like a month. And seriously, and seriously, then only 19 days. Seriously, do stuff to learn, because you're able to get better that way. But yeah, I'll re-edit this video probably much later in the future. But if you made it till the end, you'll respect to you. Please drop a fire emoji or something in the comments. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you get your first client. If you have any questions or any advice that you need, please drop it down in the comments, and I'll personally respond. But yeah, please drop a sub if you can. If you've not, then please drop us up, because it will really help, and you're able to follow the journey, and I'll be able to teach you guys more. But yeah, have an amazing one, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.